Okay, so today we'll be opening up and comparing these two oil filters. This Champ filter, number PH2867, and this Pentius oil filter, number PBL4615P. And I got these two oil filters from a very generous viewer whose name is John from Lake Villa, Illinois. Thanks, John. These oil filters fit John's 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. Yep, the one with the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. And these two oil filters are going to duke it out. Could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started. You gotta glue the silicone, be nice and tight. Get your inner here. Go trace it. Okay, let's start with this Champ filter, and we'll start with the box. Filter number. There really isn't much information on this box, except for right here. It just says Champion Laboratories, and they have a website here. That's really all the important information on this box. Alright, let's open this box up and see what this filter looks like. And the date code 042625. Product of USA. And this is a sticker on here. And this filter has 13 inlet holes, nylon center core, bypass valve at the dome end, 3 grooves there for threads, and nitro rubber gasket. Sticks out pretty good there. Okay, let's look at the Pentius oil filter. So what do we got here? Contaminants in, clean oil out. It's pretty good. And really not too much information on this box either, except for it says who it's distributed by, USA Inc. But it's made in this stands for PRC, People's Republic of China. So this is a China-made filter. And here's some filters that it crosses over to. Alright, let's open up this box, see what this filter looks like. And I can't decipher this date code, so maybe one of you guys can, I don't know. But it's 4615P A 880-41128. This is printed on. And it says the same thing here. Made in People's Republic of China. Okay. And it's got this plastic covering over it. And this Pentius filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes, bypass valve at the dome end, a lot of grooves here, 5 grooves here for threads, and nitro rubber gasket, which also sticks out pretty good. Okay, let's get the weight of these filters. Okay, so the Champ filter weighs 175.2 grams. Pentius weighs 229.6 grams, so it's a little bit heavier. Probably because of the metal core, nylon core on the Champ. Same size filters. Base plate's totally different. Alright, let's open these two filters up and see what they look like inside. Be right back. Okay, so here are both filters cut open. Here's the gaskets. I'll put the thickness of these gaskets up on the screen. They're pretty much the same thickness. Okay. And we got the anti-drain bag valves and nitro rubber. They cover up the holes, the inlet holes nicely. Yeah, so these look fine. The base plates, they're quite a bit different. More grooves on the Pentius filter on the right with the threads. But you got a lot more inlet holes on the Champ filter. Okay. Now let's look at the filter element. Here's a Champ filter. Got metal end caps. And let's see, is that the same? No, it's yep. It's got a glued seam right there. And this filter has 53 pleats. Not bad, there's not really any big gaps or anything. And this is a synthetic blend media with a micron rating of 99% for particles greater than 30 microns. So that looks good. Let's look at the Pentius oil filter. Also metal end caps. Got a bypass valve right here, but I don't have the setting for this. I don't know what it is. Couldn't find it anywhere. Got a little bit of excess glue, which is kind of abnormal for a China-made filter. But you got a metal crimp seam right here. A little bit of a gap there. But this filter has 62 pleats. So it has 9 more pleats. And, you know, I looked on their website. These look like bigger pleats also. So it's going to have a lot more filter media, I think. But I was looking up on their Pentius website. And they really don't have they don't say what the micron rating is for this or what it is. It's probably a synthetic blend. But they got it listed for the extended life oil filters, which this one isn't an extended life oil filter. This is just an ultra flow oil filter, but it isn't the extended life version. I'll put a picture of that up on the screen. So I'm not positive on the micron rating or the filter media, but it does seem like a synthetic blend. Okay, and we got this kind of bypass valve, which I don't have the setting for. If I find it, I'll put it up on the screen. And the Pentius has a coil spring. The cans. Okay, I'll put the measurements of these cans up on the screen. The Pentius, a little bit thicker can. You can feel it. I mean, I can feel it. Okay, and let's get the width of these filters. So the Champ filter, 260 inches wide minus a tenth of an inch, and the Pentius 2.46 minus a tenth of an inch. Yeah, so I would say that this Pentius is going to have a lot more filter media. Alright, well, let me cut these two filters open, stretch them out, see what they look like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, here are both filters all stretched out, and the Champ filter is 37.5 inches long. The Pentius filter is 49.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. The Champ filter, 0.85 millimeters thick. Pentius filter, 0.76 millimeters thick. Okay, so here's the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at these guys under a microscope, the Champ filter looks like it'd do a better job of filtering. There's some light spots on this Pentius oil filter. So let's take a look at that microscope picture. So looking at the microscope picture, I'd say the Champ filter would do a little better job of filtering. But you get about 23 square inches of more filter media with the Pentius oil filter. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So the gaskets, they pretty much are a tie. Angel and back valves, nitro rubber tie. You know, you got more grooves here for threads on the Pentius. But you also got more under the holes here. So I'd give these guys a tie also. I mean, 3 grooves is good enough anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You might give an edge to the Champ on that because 3 grooves will hold the filter on. And you know, you got this bypass valve right here, which to me isn't as good as this bypass valve. So coil spring, it's nice. And the can's a little bit thicker on the Pentius oil filter than it is on the Champ. So looking at all the components on this filter, I would say that the Champ filter would do a better job of filtering just because of the filter media that looks better. And with the Pentius, you'd probably get a little better oil flow. I would almost give these two a tie, but I'd probably take the Champ filter just because it's made in the USA. So out of these two filters, which filter would you guys use? Please post your comments down below. And again, I want to thank John for sending me these 2 oil filters. And with that being said, I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays, I open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and take care. The Champ filter media weighs 10.8 grams. The Pentius filter media weighs 11.3 grams.